Yo, I'm gonna make this hunter guide really quick. Let me leave that. There's gonna be a video talking about BFA hunter state shit. Right now, I think BM is the most playable for the longest period of time because it's insanely boring and easy and there's absolutely nothing you do. Marksman is always the one that everyone wants to play because it's the only one right now that properly uses a bow due to survival being changed. But it's also the least playable due to how shit its class design is. Survival is the most well balanced and the best PvP spec. It seems to have been made entirely with PvP in mind. It's the only one with diamond dice and mending bandage and stuff that in its honor talents that are actually useful besides damage and worthless shit. So like these honor talents are basically worthless. None of these are worthwhile at all. And the same goes for BM. You just get damage from your dire beasts. I'm playing marksman right now because this is all anyone wants to do, and what I want to do in the game on a hunter is to play a marksman hunter. I couldn't play it for a while because of how fucked up I was and how fucked the game is, but I'm just doing it anyway. I got stronger as a person, so now I can fight the devs better and play this fucked up class. This is the spec that I'm running for now. I think these are the best, easily. I think these all suck, and I think this one's the best, but I can't tell. Hunter's Mark is really good too. And here, these two are the worst trees in the entire game. Or like this does less damage single target than an arcane shot proc, or it does the same, and it's a last tier talent, and this is it's just a passive. This almost never triggers, and sometimes it'll trigger like 3 times in a row. And if it does trigger at the right time, it's amazing, but like when does that ever happen? This is like, it's just a legendary, but shittier. It's not focus spending, it's just arcane shot or multi-shot. So it was supposed to be the legendary boots, I guess. I don't think it's very good. This tier doesn't really matter. Basically, I'm trying to play the way marksman used to play. Aim shot and then arcane shot. There's nothing really to say besides that. It's basically what the class has become with shittier animations. I think rapid fire is one of the worst looking animated moves that's ever been added, and it looks horrible and dumb, and it should be removed from the game because it's so awful. Whoever's working on the hunter design team has had to rework hunter. So Waddington Legion is one, the new Legion hunter, and then Legion, I think they reworked it twice. One major rework and a bunch of small reworks because they could not fix vulnerable and patient sniper at all. So maybe 3 times. And they reworked it again. So whoever's working on the marksman hunter design is like the worst class design I've ever seen. They actually just complete garbage. Like explosive shot is easily the dumbest talent ever made that nobody wants to use or has any fun with. So yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, Azerite trades because that's the new shit. By the way, stack haste on everybody. I'm just running archives. This doesn't matter. I want to just run laser matrix and archive on everybody because that way I don't have to reforge my Azerite traits. The only one I would argue is like maybe Pack Alpha or Wilderness Survival are worth it because this is like you can't get that anywhere else for survival. BM, I'd just like set up. It doesn't matter. Crow's Chimera. Like, you're gonna lose like 1,000, maybe 3,000 DPS max, and it's like, it just doesn't matter, you know. Lose some of your soul and trade for DPS, you know. Like every time you pick these with low haste, if you have higher haste, it's fine. Your GCD will be 0.5 and you won't even notice anything. But with the haste everyone has right now in the GCD, it's like adding more abilities is just soul sucking. And there's absolutely nothing to say about the class. Also, it's a bot. It's an NPC class. You just set up a bot. This one, I think this is the best setup for everything, PvP and PvE and BGs and dungeons and raiding and everything. This one's fun to use. I also like hunting pack for survival. I'm really good in BGs. It's actually awesome in BGs. Natural Mending is the most generic. Hydra's Bite is, I feel like Serpent Sting is just the best no matter what, so I don't see how you can go wrong. And Alpha Predator is like really good, but I hate pressing it, so AFK in the brain, you know? Bloodseeker is actually a really cool talent. I think this is one of my favorite talents. I actually really like it. There's nothing else to pick, man. These are like complete filler talents, right? Like, obviously they just want us to use Mongoose Bite again from Legion, because whoever's making it, like, loves the fucking move. Nobody likes it, but they make it the best one. It's definitely the best one. Like, this being a 40-second cooldown is crazy, man. So dumb. And this is, like, just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's just filler. Maybe it's okay in PvP for burst damage, but it's weird. Like, this one's also weird. I don't like this one at all. I actually don't like any of this last year's. Dude, these last year... Like, this tier is at least 50 times more impactful than this tier, man. This tier is so meaningless compared to this one. This one is like all the marbles. This totally changes your entire playstyle and what you're going for, and this does absolutely nothing. I will say if you're using Guerrilla Tactics, you can use Wildfire Infusion because it lets you stack dots. Normally if you throw 2 bombs, it'll reset your dot. It won't stack the damage. But because these are all different bombs, Shrapnel Bomb, Ferrum Bomb, Volatile, it'll just give you multiple dots, so you can just spam bomb and not worry about missing out on dot damage. I think this one's like the best in PvE, but I mean, yeah, this is like the worst tier ever. Chakrams, put it on Marksman Hunter, man. Why don't I get this as Marksman? Glaive Throw was awesome, man. It was one of my favorite moves, right? Like, Chimera Shot should be on Marksman. Glaive Throw should be on Marksman, so... Anyway, Survival's great right now. It's super playable. Yeah, you can just play Survival for everything, but, like, I didn't roll a Hunter to be a melee character. So, stacking haste on everybody. I don't even care what the stat priority are. I just want to play the game. Yeah. Thanks for watching the video.